So I was holding the phone in my hand and I was about to put it right here on the table. And I was a little bit more backwards here. I was somewhere here. So I was going to put it on the table and it slipped from my hand somehow. And it hit right here. Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I want to quickly talk about the fact that I cracked the screen of my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So let me show you guys the damage first, then I'm going to tell you guys how it happened and how much it's going to cost me to fix it from Samsung. There are actually several options, some of them costly, some of them pretty affordable. Now the way my phone hit the table wasn't really high intensity, which makes me question the toughness of the Gorilla Glass Victus Plus that they used in the construction of this display. Now this here is the broken phone, okay? You can see it right here. That's where the crack is. And this over here is just a backup phone that I have. I transferred everything from this S22 to this S22. And as you can see, the screen is almost working, okay? So the fingerprint sensor is working, that's for sure. The screen is not 100% responsive, but let me show you that damage up close and personal. So here's the damage. You can see that we have some blacking out of that small area where the impact point is. And then from there, we have a bunch of cracks that spread around the glass, around the point of impact. And then we have this white line running across the screen. That white line is not a crack itself. It's probably generated because of the crack. And by the way, you can see that there is no damage on the steel frame because the point of impact was somewhere right here. So this was safe. So what's happening with the phone is the top part over here is not working properly. So you can see I cannot swipe back and forth. If I press, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But below this white line, I can actually use the phone a little bit more, okay? If I press the screen a little bit. I don't want to press it too hard so the crack doesn't get too worse, because I am going to be sending this phone back to Samsung for screen replacement and pay the cost, because this is a 1 terabyte model. This was going to be my main phone. The backup phone is only 256 gigabytes. But like I said, the top part is not working properly. The bottom part is. But the funny thing is, if I grab the S Pen, it's working perfectly fine, top and bottom. All right? So that's a little interesting, probably because of that special S Pen layer that detects the input of the S Pen is separate from the touch layer. But the S Pen is working up and down, as you can see, no problem. But with my finger, it's not going to work. Okay, at the bottom it does, on the top it doesn't. So basically I had entered my office. I was about to put the phone on the table right here and then give my attention to something else on this side over here. So I was holding the phone in my hand and I was about to put it right here on the table. And I was a little bit more backwards here. I was somewhere here. So I was going to put it on the table and it slipped from my hand somehow. And it hit right here. Boom. And once it hit there, then it fell on the floor. But it did crack the moment it hit here. I actually heard a crack and I knew that was glass cracking. So that was not a very strong impact. You know, it's just like from here to here. It slipped, boom. Okay, it's hard to replicate these things, but that's what happened. And that's the crack that I got after that happened. And also when you turn off the screen, you can see the damage is much more significant than that little point of impact that I described to you guys. So it's not like the phone fell from 10 feet or 8 feet or 6 feet. It slipped from my hand and hit the edge of the desk from less than a feet. And the result was this crack. All right, so here's how much it would normally cost me to replace this screen. You can see here's the quotes I got directly from Samsung. If I just want a screen repair, it's going to be $247. If I want a full screen module replacement, it is going to be $312.84. Now, thankfully, I actually purchased Samsung Care Plus for this phone, for the 1 terabyte model. So based on the claim that I've submitted, it's only going to cost me $29 to get this thing done. So I am glad I purchased Samsung Care Plus. By the way, I will drop a link down below if you want to sign up for Samsung Care Plus. Just in case you think it's worth it, it is $12.99 a month to protect your phone. So final remarks on the display. I would have expected the screen not to crack after the kind of accident that I had. It is supposed to be one of the toughest glass in the world. Or maybe I was just unlucky. Maybe the way it hit the table simply wasn't unsavable. Unfortunately, it is impossible to tell exactly what it is. But the distance from where I lost the control of the phone and where it hit the table wasn't that much, and it's not like I flung it, it just slipped from my hand. So that's basically all there is to it. Any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, alright?